Yep, it's that time of the year again, folks, when we take a look back at all the running shoes that we've tested out here at Run4Adventure in 2024. Can you believe it? There is only 5 Sundays till Christmas, and where has this year gone? It has flown by, but it's actually been our busiest year when it comes down to running shoe reviews, and I've tested out lots of different road running shoes from lots of different running brands. Some have performed really well and been an absolute joy to run in, and unfortunately some not so well, but we like to keep things positive here at the channel. So in today's video I'm going to run you through my top 3 road running shoes of 2024. Welcome back everyone, hope you've had a great week and thanks for tuning in again. I'm Lloyd Purvis and this is Run4Adventure. Now, I hate to say it, but with Christmas and New Year just around the corner, we have got some awesome content heading your way, including our Christmas gift ideas for the Runner in Your Life video, and we're going to be doing another Run4Adventure giveaway extravaganza. And you really don't want to miss out, so keep your eyes peeled and make sure you get entered this year because we've got some great prizes again. Or even better, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Super simple to do, just by clicking on that little red box down there in the corner. Only takes a second, but best of all, it is completely free. And while you're there, why not click on that bell icon, because then you'll be notified when we upload any new exciting videos. And that way you're not going to miss out on that giveaway extravaganza. Right, back to my top 3 road running shoes, and like any decent top 3, we're going to start in reverse order. So let's take a look at shoe number 3 first, and it is a lightweight neutral daily trainer from New Balance, and it is their Fuel Cell Rebel V4. Now these were released way back towards the start of the year, and there was quite a lot of hype surrounding this shoe. I was very excited to test them out because I've always been a big fan of New Balance's Rebel franchise, and I actually think that the Fuel Cell Rebel V2 is probably my favourite lightweight training shoe of all time. The Rebel V4 actually went through a big update this time round, and it was pretty much a brand new shoe from the ground up. So we've got this new Phantom Fit upper design, a new midsole construction, and I haven't actually picked these up for a while and I'd forgotten how lightweight they really are. So my pair in a UK 10 tips the scales at only 224 grams. So you can see what I mean. This is a lightweight daily trainer. And I also think retailing for £140 here in the UK, that's a pretty good price point for such a versatile running shoe. This lightweight Phantom Fit upper has been very comfortable indeed, even though it is pretty stripped back, and I've found them nice and breathable. Good lockdown around my midfoot, good hold in the heel, but to achieve that lockdown, I have had to pull those laces in quite tight. You can see they're quite close together, and the front of the upper there has started to pucker up, which I'm not a big fan of, but that's the only way I've been able to get a nice secure fit around my midfoot. So I think this time around, New Balance added a bit of volume to the midfoot and a bit of volume to the toe box, which I'm sure a lot of runners welcomed with open arms, but I do think that the Rebel V2 and the Rebel V3 actually worked a bit better for my foot shape, and I just feel a bit more secure when I'm running in those shoes. I've been a huge fan of Fuel Cell foam over the years, and this midsole has given me everything I kind of need from my training shoe. So it's been comfortable underfoot at all speeds, the foam is nice and lightweight, so it makes the shoe feel really well balanced. New Balance put a wider profile on this midsole this time round, so it's felt nice and planted and nice and stable underfoot. I would say maybe it hasn't given me as much sort of pop or energy return as that brilliant Rebel V2, but it still has been a fun shoe to run in. So if you're looking for that training shoe that can kind of handle every aspect of your running, from longer, slower recovery runs, those quicker sort of training sessions through the weekend, maybe even lacing up on race day, then I reckon that the Rebel V4 from New Balance is worth a closer look. Moving on to shoe number 2, and this is actually a running shoe that I tested out quite recently on the channel. I wasn't expecting a lot, and it actually surprised me and performed quite well, and ever since that first run I've spent a fair bit of time running in them, and it is Nike's latest super trainer, the Zoom Fly 6. Now, this is my first experience of the Zoom Fly model. The main reason being is because I've just heard such bad feedback about them. The previous shoes didn't seem to perform well, and there's been a lot of negativity surrounding them, especially the previous version, the Zoom Fly 5. I think all that bad feedback is why the shoes surprised me, because like I've already mentioned, if I'm honest, I really wasn't expecting a lot, but I've actually enjoyed the feel and the performance. The upper seems to work well for my foot shape, good lockdown around my midfoot, nice secure hold in the heel, although I would recommend going up half a size because I think they do size small, and that's something that I never normally do in a Nike shoe. I think a lot of the issue is just the fact that this toe box is so shallow. So on my longer right foot, I can feel my big toe up against the end of the shoe. So like I said, I think half a size up would have made a big difference because my standard UK 9.5 does feel a bit small. But for me, the best part of the Zoom Fly 6 has to be this midsole design, and I think Nike have got the balance between comfort, performance and stability just right with this dual layered system. So having a good helping of their brilliant performance Zoom X foam paired up with a slightly firmer, slightly more stable EVA just works so well. And personally, I think it's just the right kind of setup for that performance trainer that's been designed for those quicker training sessions. If I was being picky, maybe they could be a little bit lighter. You know, with my pair tipping the scales at 268 grams in a UK 9.5, maybe, you know, 20, 30 grams off the weight would have been nice. And obviously it would have made the shoe feel and perform even better in my eyes. But, you know, the weight hasn't been an issue at all with all the running I've done in them. And then we've got to take a look at the price, because I actually think for a carbon plated Zoom X foam midsole shoe, they're pretty reasonable at £155, especially when you look at a lot of the other super trainers that it's competing against. I really do think that Nike have created a very versatile neutral running shoe that can pretty much handle anything you throw at it, and it would be a good option to have in your sort of running shoe rotation for those interval sessions, tempo runs, or maybe you're looking for a race day shoe that's got a little bit more substance and a bit more sort of underfoot stability. Then I think the Zoom Fly 6 from Nike would be a good option, and it'd be well worth checking out in a bit more detail. I've actually done a first impressions on all the shoes in today's video, so I'll link those videos down in the description below in case you want to find out any more info. So there you have it, two of my top 3 road shoes, the Nike Zoom Fly 6 and New Balance's Fuel Cell Rebel V4. Funnily enough, both lightweight neutral training shoes, and I wonder if that pattern is going to cross over to the shoe that takes my top spot. But before I reveal my favourite road running shoe of 2024, a quick word from today's video sponsor, Bob and Brad. Now, it's a well-known fact that as we get older, recovery after our runs takes longer, and I can definitely vouch for that. And you know, I want to really take care of my body because I love to run, and when I can't do it, I'm like a bear with a sore head. So over the years, I've put together this really good sort of body maintenance program that I do pretty much before and after every single run, and my Bob and Brad massage gun plays a big part in that. Paired up with a trusty old foam roller, I think this is the perfect combination to keep the body nice and loose. So before the run, I'll pop on the head attachment onto my massage gun, I'll get in the lower leg, making sure I've loosened up those muscles either side of the shin, and then I'll give the calf muscle a good massage as well. After that, I'll work up the leg with the quads and then get in nice and deep into the glutes. Again, just making sure everything's nice and loose before I step outside and get running. And then once I'm back from my run, after a quick stretch outside, I'll jump back on the foam roller for a few minutes and then I'll fire up the massage gun again. But I do it slightly differently after my run compared to before my run. So I tend to use a few different attachments, and I go in a bit deeper this time round. But like before the run, I'll start off with the ball head, get into all those big muscle groups, so the glutes, the quads and the hamstrings, and then I'll pop out that ball head and I'll switch it over to the bullet head. And I actually use this attachment a lot because it's brilliant at getting into all those grooves and channels in my lower leg and flushing everything out of the system, making sure that I keep it nice and loose, because like I said, they are areas that I do struggle with, and the last thing I want is for the niggles I have to turn into more serious injuries and stop me running. So I personally think working in a massage gun into your body routine, running it alongside a foam roller and regular treatment from an experienced sports massage therapist is a really good idea. And Bob and Brad have an extensive range of massage guns on their website to suit all budgets. I've been using them for 3 years now, so I can definitely vouch for the quality of manufacturing and the performance. So what I've done is I left a link in the description for the Bob and Brad website in case you want to check out their massage gun range in a bit more detail. I will say stay tuned till the end, guys, because the kind folk from Bob and Brad have actually given us one of their awesome C2 Pro massage guns with heat and cold therapy to give away to one lucky viewer. So you don't want to miss out. You want to get in the mix and get yourselves entered. So I've got to say a big thanks to Bob and Brad for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to my top 3 road running shoes. Okay, can we get a drum roll, please? I know it is a little bit over dramatic. This is only, you know, my favorite road running shoe of the year, and I'm a trail runner at heart, so probably no one really cares. But the shoe taking my top spot when it comes to my road running shoes in 2024 is the fantastic, lightweight, neutral daily trainer from Hoka, the Mach 6. So yep, that pattern has crossed over to my top shoe, and what can I say? I just like a lightweight, neutral daily trainer. So this is another running shoe that really surprised me this year, because I'd actually run in some of the earlier versions of the Mach, from the original shoe all the way up to the 3s, and I never really got on with them. Yes, they were super lightweight, which I liked, but that midsole did feel a little bit firm and quite uninspiring, especially for a Hoka running shoe. Happy to report that these, the 6s, feel the complete opposite. So this supercritical foam midsole feels comfortable underfoot, it feels snappy, responsive, feels like it's giving me lots of energy return, and it's one of those shoes that I put on and lace up and I get a smile on my face. You know, it's exciting to run in, and I always look forward to running in these, and that's how we should always feel about our running shoes, but unfortunately it doesn't always happen. But the Mach 6s definitely put a smile on my face. At only 237 grams in a UK 9.5, again, another very light training shoe, although I should have probably gone up half a size to a UK 10. I think they do come up a little bit small, and it is a very narrow toe box. So maybe not a shoe suited for a wide-footed runner, although Hoka do offer them in a width fit option, so don't despair, you can get a wider toe box. But yeah, I think I should have gone up half a size. I've been fine on all my shorter efforts, my shorter runs, but when I've gone longer into double figures, I have ended up with the right big toe feeling a little bit sore at the end of the run. Now, obviously, this isn't a shoe issue. I should have just gone for a bigger size. I personally think that the Mach 6 is one of the most versatile daily trainers out there, and I've had no problems taking them out on a slower recovery run or using them in the quicker sessions, and I haven't tried it, but I'd have no issues with lacing these up on race day, whether it was a 10K or marathon distance, as long as I went up half a size to a UK 10 for the marathon. Just the right level of padding in that upper, so it's felt nice and comfortable over distance, but not too much that it feels heavy and bulky. Really good lockdown around my midfoot, really good hold in the heel, and I feel nice and secure and well supported in the shoe, even when I'm running at speed. So it's just been a fun and versatile shoe to run in, so good job, Hoka. So there you have it, folks, my top 3 road running shoes of the year. What do you think? How did I do? Would you have picked some of these shoes in your top 3, or would you have gone for something else? So let me know all about the shoes that you've been excited to run in this year in the comments below. So how do you get your hands on your own brilliant C2 Pro massage gun from Bob and Brad? It's pretty simple. First up, you need to subscribe to this channel, obviously, then pop along to Instagram and follow the Run4Adventure and the Bob and Brad page, and then under this picture in our Instagram feed, you need to tag in 2 of your running buddies. The competition is going to run for 2 weeks, and then we're going to draw out 1 lucky winner at random, and you're going to be walking away with a nice early Christmas present courtesy of Bob and Brad. So make sure you get involved, guys, get in the mix, because you don't want to miss out. Best of luck. And on that note, that is a wrap on today's video. Really hope you enjoyed it, guys. Don't forget, if you did, to like, comment, share and subscribe, because it really is a big help to the channel. But until next time, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support you give us. It really is appreciated. We'll be back soon with some more exciting running content. And as always, stay safe and keep on running. I've tested out lots of different road running shoe models from lots of different running brands. We had this new upper design and a new midsole construction, and I haven't This midsole has kind of given me everything that I need from a training shoe. So nice and comfortable underfoot at all speeds. It's also something else. Can't remember. It's just gone out of my head.